Hello and happy Friday. Forbes magazine recently came out with an article suggesting that we have an increase in cosmetic surgery interest. And they went on to say that there's a 6.34% compound annualized growth rate of cosmetic surgery interest that should actually progress all the way out to 2028. Now, they also went on to say that the Aesthetic Surgery Journal has also witnessed a 54% increase in cosmetic surgery in 2021 alone. So yes, it's true, there is something clearly going on. Their suggestion, however, is that this has been driven in part by Hollywood, and that in their article they said that Demi Moore had something like a $500,000 bill already for her cosmetic procedures to look the way she did or does. And we've got people like Jane Fonda who look great because, again, very well-known cosmetic procedures in the past. So yes, some of that is definitely going on because of Hollywood, but I gotta tell you a story. So yesterday I was getting my hair cut and my hairstylist said, you know, what's out is the Kylie Jenner look, and what is in is the Bella Hadid look, which I kind of was trying to figure out what she was going on with that. But she said, you know, that big puffy pillowy look is out and that more refined look is back in. Now, I'd have to agree with that. We talked, I think, before about what we call filler fatigue, which is where people have looked overdone and those big kind of overdone cheeks or those overdone lips. And in fact, Madonna at the Grammys just made a big splash with stuff like that. So yes, that is something that we also see in the industry. The article did go on to say also that the costs for these procedures are going down. Now, I would actually categorically say that is not true. And the reason why I say that is because yes, there are other alternative providers that are in the market that are kind of increasing the total supply of providers, but they're not necessarily in the core disciplines of plastics, facial plastics like me, oculoplastics, or dermatology. They're in alternative medicine sources that decided to get into the aesthetic game. And yes, they may be charging a smaller rate, but those of us who do this for a living and have been kind of classically trained through these core disciplines, the sheer demand of what's going on would suggest to you that from a supply-demand chain, we're clearly going to be increasing our fees. And we've seen that also in multiple articles. Again, very well published kind of articles. I think it was the New York Times was talking about Chicago and New York being $100,000 to $200,000 to do a facelift. So yes, those prices are going up. The concept of why this is going on, what intrigues me about it is that it allows us to have a better conversation. More people are coming to the table. So yes, the interest is up, but what comes along with that is education. And so in order to consider these kind of procedures, the stigma of doing them is kind of fading away. And so we can actually have more honest conversations about things for people who are interested. They realize that it isn't something that's taboo. So if it is something that is of any interest to you, just come in and have a conversation. It's no pressure, but with better education comes better decisions.